Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker coming to you today to give you the tarot reading for the week of September 28th through the 4th of October. Now, I shuffled the deck and we have four major arcana cards for this week. Let me show you them. It's the Chariot, we have the Wheel, we have the Sun, and the Temperance card. So that's four. And for that to happen is quite unusual. So this is an excellent sign for a most positive week ahead. Now, I want to say that on the 9th will be a full moon in Aries in October. So just mark your calendars for the 9th. And you know what I've always said about full moons is try to stay home if you can around that time, maybe a day before and a day after. Okay, just to be on the safe side. You never know, especially the way the world is these days, what's going to happen. So anyway, our first card right here is the Ace of Pentacles. Can you see that without the afternoon glare there? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Now, which is a very good card because remember what I said in past readings about having your ideas, they need to be planted with intention. Well, your future now has potential for success, and we're going to create good foundations and find your support team that is willing to assist you and help you along your journey any way that they can and possibly can. So just keep your thoughts positive and ask Spirit for help and see the abundance come into your life. Now, the second card is the Six of Pentacles. Let me bring that up so everybody gets to see that. Six of Pentacles. We like this card. It's the juggling. It's the how we handle our finances. And so let's say that abundance is coming your way. And it's also the giving and receiving. So keep a positive mindset and help will come. Because everything we learn changes. And we have made, if you've done the work on yourself and wanted to do more positive things in life and quit being so negative or thinking negative thoughts, because if you think negative thoughts, or I don't have this job, or I don't have the money, then that's keeping you from actually receiving money and receiving a job. So just say that positive affirmation of, I love my new job. I love that I've just won $20,000 in any lottery. It's that sort of thing. And the more you do it, it works. Because I've done it for myself, and I've seen several positive changes in my life that I'm so happy about. So just keep a positive mindset, and help will come. So every time we learn, we learn from our changes, good or bad. Okay. So the personal growth that you have achieved is a balance of life. And the personal achievements that you are about to acquire requires you to have a balanced life. So, I don't know why my throat is so dry. I've been drinking water all morning. I don't know. Maybe the devil doesn't want me to say all of these positive things to y'all, but I'm going to say them anyway. The next card is the Chariot card. Now, that is an excellent arcana card for fast communication, opportunity, and an interview. Maybe you receive a mentor that you like, and you choose that person to confide in and ask questions, knowing that they'll give you the best answers that they can, and maybe give you some advice on this or that and the other. So just align yourself with the right people, okay? And if you have an interview coming up this October, I would say that you're going to have to travel to connect to important people that can make or break your job interview, or offer you a package deal for maybe it's part-time. Now, part-time can be 15 hours a week or 36 hours a week. As long as they keep it under that 40 hours, it's part-time. So a lot of companies think of it that way. So, and traveling, if you haven't traveled for a while, it may be stressful, but everything is going to work out. Everything is moving fast because the divine is going to guide you to, like I said, the right people, places, and things. And maybe you have to take a right turn and take a job for, say, 6 months, and then go back to your original, your original path that helps you get to whatever you you whatever you truly want for your life. But you need the money now, and so you must be willing to accept any kind of job offered to you, so you can bring that constant streams of money coming to you. So just make sure that you're aligned with people that you can trust, or the right association, that those people will have your back. So our next card right here is the wheel. Let me bring that up. I always like to show these cards if I can, the closeness. Artwork is just fantastic. Now the wheel is everything happens. This, like I said, this whole next week is everything's happening fast, fast, fast. The wheel, it's going to happen fast. The universe is going to take time to make sure that you get everything you need this week in order for you to survive, have a roof over your head, and also give you the paperwork that you need, and the maybe the people, phone numbers that you need in order to get the whole process going and things like that. so so make time to be alone, though, and center yourself before making any drastic decisions or even small decisions, because this is a time to be the best version of yourself. People are paying attention. They want to see how you act in a stressful situation. Other people will, view you on your appearance. So dress, neatly, professionally, and speak with sincerity. Okay. So the next card is the Eight of Wands. Now that is, like I said, that's like 8 people trying to get your attention all at once, and they want you to make a decision right now, and those things. And what you want to do is take time for yourself. And all you have to do is just say, I don't make decisions at the first meeting, but I would love maybe just 24 hours to think things through, whether I decide to take the job or not, or this, that, and the other. And you can always counter, if they offer you, say, like $24 an hour, and you really would love to have $35 or $30 an hour, counter the offers, see what they say. If they want you for the job, if you're a perfect match for them, they'll pay you the $5 extra. I mean, come on. Hopefully they will. Anyway, so just stay away from, also make sure that you don't get into any Ponzi schemes or people trying to take your money away from you, or steal money away from you. Just stay away from those sticky situations, peoples, and places. Okay, the next card is the Sun. My favorite card right here in this deck. Look at that. Bright, bright, bright. So things are looking up. You're praising God. You got your hands out for, saying thank you, Lord. But anyway, it's the sun is shining upon you. The universe is speaking to you, whispering in your ears, saying, take this job, apply for this job, and be on your best behavior when you get those interviews. But, life is a journey. What is for you will not go by you. This is a saying that I tell everybody when they're so disappointed when they don't get the job. I said, that's actually a way of spirits trying to protect you, because you would have never liked that job anyway. So just say, okay, it wasn't for me, on to the next. Just say it that way. I'm getting chills just saying that, So, if you're meant to get a job, you'll get the job. And don't let, the one that you really, really thought would be the one for you and you didn't get it. Actually, it's God's protecting you, because you probably would have burnt out or just didn't make it through whatever. So just acknowledge that God is, I always say God, but Spirit is always guiding you to the right people, places that'll help you, mentally and physically get ready for your next, journey in life, which to me would be a new job or a new home where you're going to live, or new romance, those kind of things. So just shine your love, be intelligent, and have a positive attitude towards life. And when you're in an interview, always make sure that you attend to ask them, and what do you want in an employee? Ask that. And then at the end of the interview, I always laughingly say, when do I start? And everybody gets laughing, and that, in just saying that, when do I start, always gets people smiling and laughing, and they remember you. Take that. Just think about that. They remember you because you made them laugh. Okay. So our last card here is the temperament, or temperance, with this guy here. He's just meditating, trying to smooth out rough patches in his life, who he's going to date next. You know, he wants to meet the right person in his life. He's balancing the masculine and feminine sides of him. And after this whole week, after all this busyness, like in the first part of this week, right here, you know, take time for yourself. Take a long nap. And just release that. And if you need to have a drink or a cocktail, that's okay by me. you know, so just I always buy ice cream, but you have to regenerate your soul and your body and make sure that you have done what you did. Everybody is pleased, hopefully, and you just have to relax your body and de-stress that mind and that gut that always gets all tangled up in knots. And you're thinking, oh, did I say the right thing? Or how was that first date? And you're like wondering if they're ever going to call. Of course they're going to call you again. Come on, you're special. You're beautiful. Man or woman, you're a fantastic person. Don't think anything otherwise, okay? So now, after this entire week ends, you're going to be waiting. You're waiting for that next date, or you're going to be waiting for that job interview or the callback. Or, did you fill out all the forms? Did you miss a form? They might be contacting you, getting you, ready for, the next part of the process. Whatever. Even if you're applying for a new apartment, you go in there, you see the apartment, you like it, you fill out the forms, and they may call you and say, oh, you didn't fill out this portion, do this. And it might be stressful for you, but it's not anything to get all worked up about. Just ask what they do. It's part of the process. Everybody's going to ask several questions. Just do the do and be a good soldier, to move forward and all that. So like I said, just take a nap and just let your mind relax, okay? Everything will be clearer in mid-October, okay? So just do your best, and everything will fill in the blanks, but what I will say is, because October is going to be a month of changes and a lot of busyness and all that, don't overdo anything, okay? Just keep your balance. Balance is needed in the last part of this coming week. And with all of that, if you like these videos that I've been doing for y'all, if you could just subscribe and like, that would help me grow my channel. I do really concentrate on these cards and try to bring you a little laughter and love along the way. And I hope that everything works out for you this coming week. So bye-bye. Until next time, this is 3333 Lightworker.